Sean's team first. What do you think the nation have been talking about?
People still moaning about the snow.
Well, some people are slightly more moany than others.
Brilliantly on the news. Another bloke was being interviewed on the news the other day, and he was saying, he said, my bins haven't been emptied for a month, and the way he said it was like a euphemism. Nobody's come round to empty my bins. They haven't even given them a lick. I wouldn't mind if someone just came round and just jiggled my bins.
Faye, have your bins been emptied recently?
They were. There was a lack of bin men, and I had left out a big load of beer for them for Christmas, which was still there until earlier this morning.
So they have sex with you for beer?
Where did the sex bit come into it?
Oh, I was thinking of my euphemism.
Yeah, I think you were sticking
That was just
on.
in our heads.
Oh.
Yeah.
But in our heads, it was going brilliantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm now cleared out, as it were.
Have you been affected by the snow, Josie?
I tell you what I saw. I was walking along the road just after it snowed and everyone was moaning about lack of grit. I saw someone had taken it into their own hands, and what they'd done was they put loads of flour on the drive, and then when they've run out of flour, they put loads of oats, and then they put loads of sugar. And I was really expecting to see, just next to that, a baker frozen to death. Just...
I've got my own salt. I use these little sachets of salt. What I do is I sprinkle a bit like that. Right, then I get another one out.
I get really pissed off. I get really pissed off by the whole, like, panic buying stuff that everyone talks about, like, panic buying, because there's a food shortage, people go out and they panic buy bread, eggs and milk. Like, to me, that doesn't seem like panic buying in a food shortage. That's quite intelligent buying. Panic buying would be if you went out to the shops during a food shortage and came back with, like, a copy of 40 Towers and a dildo.
Panics! Is there a business opportunity here, Peter?
I don't... What, with dildos?
No. Although...
Do you know what I see, though? I don't know whether everybody else thinks the same, but this weather, you've got some nutters on the road.
I did see the two guys that drove on the canal this week. You see that?
Great, wasn't it?
You know, the best thing about the story, so it was guys, they got their car, whatever it was, a little tiny Citroen, they drove it along a canal and it went into the water and it reported that they both made it out alive, and so did the dog. They took a dog.
Maybe the dog was driving. That's why they're on the canal. You know, sometimes you go to your dog, go on, you have a go. Sellotape his paws to the wheel. I'll do the gears, don't worry about the pedals. That's what happened.
Let's have a look and see whether the cold weather is still one of the most talked about things. Yes, of course it is. Yes, this is the news that the UK is still in the midst of the coldest winter for 30 years. A headmaster in Hampshire claims some pupils are struggling to make it into school because of the bad weather. He said of the 320 sitting maths A-level, 280 were in the exam hall when the exam started. Another 30 turned up 20 minutes later. 4 people went to the toilet, but only 3 returned. Then 42 left the building. How many were there at the end of the exam? Many people in the north have been bulk buying food because they're fat, greedy bastards.
What? What's that about? Well, just because people are buying milk and bread, we like milky bread. What's that?
Milky bread, yeah, bulk buying in Greggs.
We love it. Greggs is still open. They don't care if it's snowing. It's great. You can just slide straight in and put a pasty straight in your mouth.
Jason, what else have the nation been talking about this week?
The election battle heats up, apparently, because there's no other news. They've gone, there's an election in 6 months, and that's one of the stuff. So even, like, the Lib Dems have had to come up with proper policies, you know, because when you've got no chance of winning, you can basically say what you want, can't you? So for ages, they've been going, yeah, Jaffa Cakes will be one of your 5 a day, and everyone can have a rope slide to work, you know what I mean?
Who's your money on in the election, Faye?
I'm very much enjoying the idea that the Labour Party of giving voters presents if they vote for them. They've said that they'll give poor people laptops, which is very nice. Is he going to give them Wiis as well, maybe? Some chocolate?
Give everyone a little bit of chocolate.
I'll just give you a little bit of chocolate if you vote for me.
He might empty their bins.
Gordon Brown got a laugh in Parliament this week. He got a laugh. This is the easiest gig you've ever seen, right? He basically said that Hewitt and Hewitt, right? Hoon and Hewitt, he was going to put them down a salt mine. Yeah, I know. That was the gag, right? says he's going to put them down a salt mine for what they've done in last week, and it got a laugh. I was like, they're laughing at that shit. They should watch an episode of You've Been Framed. They'll have an heart attack.
Let's have a look and see whether the election is one of the most talked about things this week.
We'll pick the moody girl.
So you've chosen the picture of the angry-looking child.
Yes.
Here's a clip from the American version of Wife Swap to illustrate the question.
At the Hollands, Joy jumps into action and forces the family to junk the junk.
Definitely no cheese in the can. Very happy to be throwing this away.
It's bacon.
No, I want my bacon. I gotta tell you something. Bacon is good for me. That's not how she can do it in our family. She's acting like she's the queen and we're the sorry people. Joy, I have been nice to you, but now I'm coming to the edge.
I promise you one thing, okay? If you do not have at least one food that you like, I will buy you a piece of junk. Is that a deal?
No, I keep losing at deals, and I don't want to make a deal anymore. I am leaving, and you can't stop me. I'm packing my bags. She's really trying to stop me, but she can't run in those little high heels. See, this face again.
That's from the American version of Wife Swap. He looks very young to be married. Here is your question. 21% of parents have used a parenting tip from a TV programme. True or false?
Actually specific parenting shows?
I reckon they have, from Nanny.
Well, there's a few. There was Nanny...
Super Nanny.
There was Super Nanny.
Sit on the step. You know
the naughty step.
The naughty step. I've used that.
So where's your naughty step?
I've got a couple of stairs in the house.
I would imagine you've got loads,
a choice
haven't you?
of which
Yeah.
I've got 5 kids, so I can send them off on different staircases.
My two are, you know, are only 5 months, so they're not really naughty, are they? I mean,
they're twins.
They're twins,
so they're
yeah.
naughty. But do you really think that you could tell your 5-month-old off at this stage? Don't you think it's a bit early to start telling them to sit on the naughty step?
No, I mean, no, just put them on the naughty step. Just lie them down. Like a rocker on the naughty step. One of them does cry more than the other one, right? And than our favourite one. And there's one crying. The other one sometimes does look at me like, she is doing my head right. I'm siding with her a little bit, going, I know, it's mad, isn't it?
I saw a programme the other day and it said you shouldn't lie. You should never lie to your children. Which is an insane thing to say because, you know, things like when they say, like, you know, are there monsters under my bed? Well, you'd say, no, there aren't monsters under my bed. And they say, are there monsters outside? You go, well, they are, but they don't look like monsters. They're ordinary men and women who can do terrible things.
Did you get to stay up late to watch the show this evening? Lovely Uncle Sean's got some stories, hasn't he? 21% of parents have used a parenting tip from a TV programme, true or false? So what are you going to go with, Jason?
I think it's probably right.
Yeah. Yep, true.
You're going to go true? OK, yep. Sean, what are you saying?
Well, I like a bit of fun, a bit of a gambler. They call me the gambler. Come on, ladies, let's roll.
What do we...
Yeah, we'll go the opposite, what they said.
OK.
For a bit of fun.
OK, I can tell you the answer is true.
Oh.